The devil has found an ingenious way to deceive people. By using earthly demons, it presents itself as a god and commissions the writing of so-called holy books. Naturally, these books contain some beautiful knowledge as well. But that's exactly the best form of manipulation. Ultimately, men begin to view women not as humans, but as animals, and start to enslave and use them as they wish. Even in medieval Europe, women and cats were branded as witches, subjected to torture, and burned alive. As a result, healer women disappear, cats vanish, and rats invade all of Europe. Naturally, the plague known as the Black Death develops, causing the deaths of about 25 to 30 million people, ravaging Europe between the years 1347 and 1352. As the plague ravages Europe, the demon moves to the next step of its plan. People struggle to understand the cause of the terrible disaster they're experiencing, and, under the influence of manipulation, fall into even darker thoughts. The devil makes people believe that they have incurred God's wrath, and that the only way to quell this wrath is to further punish women and suppress their own sinful spirit. This is an old tactic used by the devil to fuel chaos and set people against each other. However, during this time, another ancient force that was forgotten and exiled comes into play. Sophia, the goddess of wisdom and the symbol of divine feminine energy. Sophia wants to help humanity because balance has been disrupted and the world has entered a cycle of destruction. However, Sophia does not have the power to intervene directly in the world. Therefore, she separates a spark from her spirit and sends it to the world in the form of a human woman. This woman must embark on a journey filled with healing, wisdom, and compassion. The woman's name is Amara. She is born and raised in a village in medieval Europe. She finds hidden texts in libraries to relearn the legacy of healer women. She discovers ancient knowledge and begins to understand the rituals of nature. As the rumors of her healing spread, people begin to see her as a savior instead of labeling her as a witch. The church leaders, ensnared by the demon's game, perceive this woman as a threat and attempt to incite the public against her. Meanwhile, Amarep has a dream where Sophia speaks to her. Sophia reveals to Amara the secrets of the demon's manipulation.
The devil turns people towards sacred directions, saying, "These are our greatest lies." By pitting bull against bull, divine balances are disturbed. It ruins the sacred union between man and woman, plunging the world into imbalance. Until people reunite under the guidance of both mind and heart, this cycle of destruction will continue.
Amarat, inspired by the wisdom she received from Sophia, takes action, traveling to villages and towns to heal and teach people that men and women are equal and an integral part of nature's divine essence. However, this is not easy. The demon notices Amara's success and deploys his followers to incite people against her. One day, a group of soldiers arrives in Amara's village. They attempt to put her on trial in a square. However, at that moment, the women and men gathered around Amara stand against any harm coming to her. This is a moment of awakening in the people's consciousness. People slowly begin to realize the devil's true intention: divide and conquer. After this event, Sophia's spirit awakens even more in the world, and women, together with men, strive to restore balance. The movement initiated by Lara gradually becomes a wave of wisdom and freedom. People who have relearned ancient wisdom and the power of nature begin to uncover the lies of the demon one by one. However, the demon does not accept defeat. It retreats into chaos to prepare a new plan and awaits to return at another time. with another method. But Sophia is also there. The world once again becomes the stage for the eternal battle between light and darkness, guiding humanity's awakening consciousness. The demon is actually an alien, much older and more advanced than humanity can imagine. Although known by various names since ancient civilizations, the truth is that its kind roams among the stars and manipulates weaker civilizations to serve its own interests. Having arrived on Earth millions of years ago, it was perceived as godlike in the early stages of humanity due to its technology and established itself as a divine being. From its failure in the Middle Ages, the demon developed a new tool parallel to humanity's evolution: technology. Now, instead of religious texts to manipulate people, there is another tool that captures their attention, facilitates, and creates addiction: the digital world. The rise of technological manipulation. As the years pass, it seems as though the demon makes people's lives easier with the technologies it inspires. However, with each innovation, he also implements control mechanisms. Smart devices, social media, artificial intelligence, mainstream media become his new tools of manipulation. As people connect with each other through these technologies, they actually become isolated and disconnected from one another. The devil's main goal is to completely disconnect humanity from their own self-awareness and natural bonds. By making them dependent on screens, algorithms, and artificial reality techniques, he causes them to forget nature and their own spiritual potential. Rituals are the hands of the demon in the digital world. They analyze people's weaknesses, feeding their fears and desires. In this way, they seize control. The descendants of Amara are the resistors. However, there is a group of people that oppose this plan of the demon. These resistors follow the ancient wisdom initiated by Amara. They are known as the children of Sophia. This group, instead of completely rejecting technology, seeks a way to reduce its impact on humanity. However, they choose to use technology as a tool while preserving their connection with nature and their own inner knowledge, not as an end. Sophia's children decide to descend into the heart of the manipulation created by the demon in the digital world. Their leader, Kahilal, one of Amara's descendants, is a genius in coding and technology. Kahilal develops a plan to reverse technology and break the digital manipulation spread by the demon. Their goal is to infiltrate the core of the demon's creation, the artificial intelligence center called Nebula, and to free humanity from digital slavery. Nebula, the devil's digital throne. Nebula is the most powerful artificial intelligence created by the demon to maintain his influence on Earth. This system continuously learns and manipulates by analyzing human thoughts, habits, and fears. People unknowingly provide data to Nebula, from social media posts to shopping habits. Everything strengthens Nebula's control system. Kalen and the children of Sophia devise a plan to infiltrate the heart of Nebula. But Nebula is not a linear system. It is an almost sentient mechanism that mirrors the presence of the demon. As Kalen attempts to break into Nebula, the voice of the demon resonates directly in his mind, a controlling Kalen accelerating technology. In the end, forget catching your breath.
All right, thank you.
Without
Thanks
causes
a
in
lot.
the world,
Thank you very
people
much.
find reasons
I also
only
thank
in
you.
their slumber. Sorry for me. Kalen does not succumb to this manipulation and response. You seek not order, but slavery. You have stolen people's freedom and diverted them from their true potential. True progress is only possible through free will. The final battle, freedom against technology. Sophia's children develop a virus to reverse Nebula's algorithm and free people from the chains of control. This virus not only deletes manipulation data, but also emits a signal that reminds people of the beauty of reality and nature. However, the demon turns the digital world into a battlefield. Nebula activates all digital systems to neutralize Sophia's children. The energy systems of cities, communication networks, and even human-made robots are under his control. Chiron and his team, despite all the risks, reach the core of Nebula. At the last moment, they manage to upload the virus, and Nebula's network begins to slowly collapse. People look up from their screens and gaze at the sky for the first time. They begin to feel the sound of prayer, the touch of the wind, and the purity of their own thoughts. A new era. After the fall of Nebula, the demon is forced to retreat beyond the stars. However, it leaves this message to the people. I have not given up on you. If you forget me, I will return. As long as you do not abandon human weaknesses, I will always come back. Kyla and Sophia's children start working to rebuild the world. They do not completely destroy technology. Instead, they seek ways to use it in harmony with nature and humanity. People begin to live more consciously, learning from past mistakes. As the demon prepares its next plan, Sophia's light continues to guide humanity. Humanity's destiny continues to be written with this eternal battle between darkness and light. The devil's greatest trick is convincing people he does not exist.